Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy AA on 2 for 20, bringing you another episode of the Pick'em Crew with your boy Young EzBake.
Hello, it's me.
I fucking knew you were gonna leave with that.
No, you didn't.
The second you said hello, I knew that's where you were going with that. It was.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It was pretty fucking obvious. We are here for week 3 Pick'ems. Last week, if you guys didn't check it out, was a very, very bad week for Pick'ems. So,
last week took an L, but this week, week 3,
massive.
we bounced back.
Yeah, week three we're gonna bounce back. If you,
well, I'm gonna bounce back. You're not, because you're trash.
Well, fuck you. If you didn't catch last week though, we were both ending week 1 at 6-3. Going into week 2, I went 1-8 week 2, so I'm currently 7-11. And Bob, hey Bob, you didn't do much better. You went 4-5. I don't want to hear your shit.
That's 3 extra wins, and I'm winning. So
yeah, he's currently 10-8. But
yo, the loser has to do something. The loser needs to do something.
We'll figure that out, and we'll figure that out for next episode, just so we don't spend forever right now, because I'm starting to get tired. But yeah, so we will figure that out though. I want to figure that out. This week, first match of the week, we have Nova, coach of the New York Greninjas, versus Jazz, coach of the Bristol City Bandits. And I have Nova winning this match, mainly one Mon, in particular, being Magnezone. I figure that Magnezone definitely does a lot to his team. Name me an answer besides him on top. I'll wait. I'll keep waiting, because there is none on his team.
Well, you know me. You know me being the smart, creative person I am. You know, there's a Fione is a the best switching.
Well, I mean,
wait,
EarthQuake's gonna do a lot, and it doesn't get
dude,
recovery.
Yeah, it gets range rest, bitch. That's recovery.
Okay, fair point. But it's not good recovery.
It's great recovery. That's exactly what it is. Now shut up.
All right, let me just let you take 2 earthquakes real quick. But yeah, who do you have winning this match?
Oh, I have Nova. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
I was gonna say it seemed pretty obvious.
Well, also Nova's 2-0, so that's
Nova's 1-1. Same as Jazz.
Team.
They're both
Wrong
1-1.
Wrong team. Shit.
Yeah, you wrote Nova twice. I fixed that on your notes, though. You're welcome.
I did.
Yeah, you wrote. Yeah, the other match you put Nova for was Soto's match, where he fights Pidgeots. You put Nova there as well.
Well, he's gonna win.
All right. Well, anyway though, we're not on Soda's match, but yeah, Nova's match. So you had Nova winning?
Yeah, I have Nova winning. You know, not only do I feel like his top 3 like he didn't also have he didn't have his threats, like his top 2 threats. He has nothing for him. Like Magnezone, I see like Excavalier want to switch in, but then he's able to beat that things like Entei and stuff like that. So
yeah, Entei also does a lot this match. I feel like
if he just brings his top 3 threats, he should be all right and dandy.
Sounds like a good idea for Nova. I feel like he'll make sure to keep that in mind. Next up, we got Nick, coach of the Texas Tarantrums, versus Retro, coach of the California Lucarios, and I have my boy Nick winning this match, mainly because I feel like that Retro definitely has shown that he's not the best with this team. It's a very complicated team, and I think I mentioned at the beginning of week 1 pick'ems that Retro definitely is a really complicated team, but it's a team that could very well work, and I don't think he's really caught on to it yet. Whereas Nick seems to have really mastered his team. Things like Mew and Garchomp can put in a lot of work. Also, he has Crobat, which is going to be a great answer for Clefable, which not many teams have a really solid answer for Clefable, but the Tyrantrums definitely have a couple, such as that. And also, Megalop is going to do a lot with return, and Clefable doesn't really want to switch in too much on Megalop. It could definitely live a hit and always fire back with a Moonblast, but it doesn't want to switch in because it's going to take a lot from return. So, what do you think, though?
I put Retro. Don't do it. Yeah, I picked Retro. I like Clefable's matchup. He only got like Gengar to revenge kill it, and Crobat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Gengar.
But then he has like good switch-in such as Slowbro to take on the Lopunny, not for the Gengar. And then, but like I think Snorlax. This is a back and forth match for me because everything the Tyrantrums has offensively can get checked by one of the Lucario's defensive mons, which can get checked by another offensive mon. And then the same goes for Lucario's, where he has Salamence, which He gets checked by Primarina. I'm gonna go with that. But then he has things like Ferrothorn that could take that thing on with him, and Magnetic. So it's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna come. I just went with. I have more faith in Lucarios. I don't really know why, but they're 0-2. I feel like they can pick up a win. You know, they're 0-2. I feel like about now they got their draft together, and I feel like they can pull out a W this week. Even up against the top tier threat Nick is, I think they can definitely pull out a W.
Oh, that's a little bit too.
Yeah, I explained it.
All right. Well, we got that matchup sorted out. Next up, we got Quinn, coach of the Cambridge Cleffables, versus John, coach of the Sophisticated Sableyes. I'm gonna have to go with Quinn this match. Not gonna lie, John really let me down last week. Quinn lost to Hacks last week in his first match, and I still think that Quinn has definitely a lot more to show. Also, I don't see much that wants to take on that Terrakion, and especially that with Torrentee. I don't think Asoto has this match at all. And not Soto, John. Shit.
I put my money in John. I put my money in John because I looked at his matchup here, dude, and he's got a pretty nice matchup, dude.
Really now?
I think he has a pretty good matchup. With Mega Altaria, I look at Mega Altaria and look at his team. He's got two things being Cloyster and Steelix. I can take that thing on, and Whimsicott, I guess. But
Mega Blastoise can fairly well.
Yeah, I guess, but that thing has no recovery, and like he has things like Rotomo that can Volt Switch around his team, which Rotomo has a great matchup because he has his grab type, his switch into his Volt Switch in his Lantern and Steelix, which both of those don't really want to take a Leaf Storm very well. I could see that. Mienshao, I love that thing to death. That thing also has a pretty good, Scarf Mienshao also has a pretty good matchup. I could see him U-turning Volt Switching around his team, which could be useful. Like, let's say he goes to Torrentee and go to Weavile, Revenge Kill It, and stuff like that could actually be really useful. I just like the matchup the Sableyes have this week. I think they can actually, I think he's, he hasn't pulled off for you, but he's gonna pull off for me because I'm better. So
damn.
I think overall he's just gonna win this game. Enough said.
All right.
Preach.
Well, as long as you believe in your guy, that's all that matters. Next up, we got Odds, coach of the Memphis Bewares, versus Glisc, coach of the Manchester United. Normally I go with Odds, especially because Odds, I kind of helped him build. But I had to go with Glisc this match. I don't see much that really breaks through Uniclus. Like, I was even helping Odds build, and really a lot of Odds' team gets walled out. Even Kieran Black, unless if it's like hardcore physical offense, cannot 2-hit KO over Uniclus with like Outrage. So there's that, especially if it's like a more specially oriented. Kieran Black cannot OHKO with Outrage, which is really insane if you think about it, because Uniclus isn't a mon that you really think of that can hardcore take on Kieran Black. But there's almost nothing it really wants to take on.
Ridiculous doesn't come to mind when I think of countering Kieran Black. Not at all. Not the first mon, not the last. Not even on the list.
Nope, but apparently,
continue.
I mean, Focus Blast is going to do a lot, and it could really wall out Kieran Black a lot, at least somewhat. And also, there's also the fact that Mega Absol is really the only thing I see that 100% beats it out. Metagross can wall it unless it's a Shadow Ball. Kieran Black can definitely do a lot of chip damage, but at the same time, Focus Blast can still do a lot to it. Combine Raikou could set up on it if it's not a Combine Uniclus, and that will do a lot. But otherwise, it's really just like flinching with Togekiss. So I feel like that's why.
Well, then why you pick it? Flinching with Togekiss easily. You just pick Odds. I guess because the odds are always in his favor. Sorry, but I picked the Odds because I feel like Odds is gonna destroy Gliss. Like, wow, just flat out murder him. I have no faith in Gliss. After week 1, I didn't help him build week 2. He lost week 3, and I'm not helping him build, so he's also gonna lose.
Wow.
That's how much faith I have in him.
Such a great friend.
I'm a great friend, dude. You've met me. I'm beautiful.
I know, right?
But Kieran Black destroys his team besides Scizor, which then he's got. If he brings Rapidash, Beware's automatically win for style points. Because Rapidash is a great matchup, dude. He's got. Never mind, that's an awful matchup. Take that back.
Yeah, but it's good against like the first 2 mons, but then everything else it's so bad against.
Like Melodic plus Kieran Black can actually do a shit ton, because what beats Melodic besides Zord Y. I mean, besides like honestly Tapu Bulu and then Kieran. He's got Kieran for that thing. So that's pretty much I'm picking the B-Wears. I just think the B-Wears are a better player in total. Not that Blaze is bad or anything. You're bad. But it's just that I think Odds has better matchup. Actually no. Gliss matchup. But I think Odds is just a better player and it can prevail this week. So yeah. He's gonna win.
Well, next up we got Corey, coach of the Bug Bite Bros, versus Prince, coach of the Washington Jengbos. Now, before we get into this match, Prince, I did promise that since you beat Quinn, shout out to you, Prince. I was gonna pick you, but I can't pick you this week. If you somehow beat Corey, I'll lock you next week to make up for it. But I can't possibly pick you when your team gets badly broken by the Bug Bite Bros. like really, Jawnethin does a lot to his team. Like, he has Zapdos and he has Breloom and Electivire, but what I'm seeing is a team that really handles all three of those mons well. Like, for example, Donphan can handle, I believe, all three of those well. Actually, no, not Breloom, but it can handle Electivire very phenomenally. The Zapdos doesn't have too much, because especially if it's like AV Donphan, Hit Power Ice isn't doing much. Soda is going to hurt a lot more. Also, Rotom Heat has a lot of Volt switching potential on Jimbo's team. Especially because Lando can't Earthquake it, so it has to rely on Stone Edge. And like Breloom has to rely on Rock too.
And then why would you run Stone Edge with the team with Amons like Megarunes, Celesteela, and Donphan?
Exactly. Like, I feel like it's definitely a setup Lando T this week.
I think there's only one Mon that could be worked. There's only one Lando set that could work. That's like Smackdown.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. The main thing I have that I see Prince having, Zardex, I feel like does a lot to the Bug Bite Bros. And it definitely has opportunities they can set up. But yeah,
Jawnethin and Rotom Heat, Donphan, the all wallet.
Well, Donphan, yes. Rotom Heat, to an extent.
And then Liepard for Pranks or T-Wave.
Well, yeah, I would say Liepard can definitely come in Pranks or T-Wave. Rotom Heat can just get set up on, to be honest.
They can
Jellicent doesn't even do that much.
Or Toxic it. Like,
I would say there's definitely things that can kill its sweeping. It's still my turn. I would say there's definitely things that can kill its sweeping momentum, but I think that Zardex still definitely has a lot of potential this match. But I still think I have to go with Corey. I think that the defensive core that he has going on there, also with some offensive mons such as Raptor. Raptor definitely hurts this team. Not insanely, but I mean, Banded Raptor kind of does a lot to everything. Well, like Bronzong can still wall it, but close combat's going to do decent anyway. Rotom Heat also does a lot this match, especially. I'd say besides Lando, it really hurts his team. But yeah, who do you have this week?
Oh, I've Bug Bite Bros. He's 2-0, so I'll put my faith in him. Like you said, I like the matchup. Even though Zard Y can do a lot, I see ways he can stop it from that thing of sweeping, and I feel like you can beat him. I have faith. And I feel like Heracross, Mega Heracross also has a pretty nice matchup because his team's kind of not the fastest, and if he wants to take a hit from it, it's gonna have to be slower. So that's why. So yeah, next person we are gonna go. I want to say it. We got PointBlanke versus Pharynx, the Toronto Raptors. So I have PointBlanke this week. Not just because I have not picked Pharynx I have not picked Pharynx yet. I've predicted him to lose every week, and so far I'm 1-1, picking him again to lose. Just because I see mons like Hydreigon to do a crap ton of work against his team, with things like Dark Pulse and Fire Blast to hit majority of his team, and then Draco or Iron Tail hit Aromatisse and cure him. Can do a shit ton. He also can Tyranitar with super power and stuff like that. He does have Scolipede, which actually is a huge problem, but then Mega Aggron just completely shits on that thing. And he has 2 hazard remove. He has a couple of hazard options, so like Sticky Webs can even be a threat if he wants to bring Sticky Webs. And like Life Orb Galvantry can still even be a threat. I could see Excadrill being a problem, but then again, you look, he has Tangrowth, Golbat, Piloswine, Manaphy, which all can wall Excadrill respectively. You may think Mega T-Char could be a threat, but then again, he has Manaphy, and then he's Primeape, and like a bunch of mons that can use fighting type moves, such as Victini with Break or Hydreigon with Superpower. So I'm putting my faith in the Herdiers this week. Who did you pick? Aaron.
I think I picked Adam this week, coach of the Staraptors, mainly because I feel like that Keldeo does a lot this match. Also, like, obviously, Tangrowth is gonna put in work walling it out. Hey, I would say I'm getting into it. Also, Floor just does wall it out, and
but Floor just has a shit matchup.
Yeah, I would say Floor just gets bopped by a decent amount of Adam's team, such as Excadrill, Scolipede. Delmai is gonna do a lot to it. Physical Kieran with Iron Head can definitely hurt it pretty well because it has decent attack stat, base 130, nothing to just pass over. Also, I feel like that Scarf Kieran this week has a phenomenal matchup. Obviously, Scarf Hydreigon definitely outspeeds it. Really, any Scarf users that PointBlanke brings, speed it and do a lot. But the coverage that it has, holy shit, that's gonna put in a lot of work this week.
Yeah, but you gotta think about this: is that once it's locked into, like, let's say he goes Hydreigon, he goes for Ice Beam, he puts him on a spot because half the team resists Earth. He has 2 moves: Earth Power, Ice Beam, which is gonna hit pretty much all. He's gonna click all the time, right? You would expect that.
Well, also so Draco once Floor just dies.
Oh, I guess, or if it's still alive. But like he goes, let's say he clicks Ice Beam on he's in on Hydreigon, clicks Ice Beam, goes aggro, then he's automatically forced to switch out and gives Aggron a free rocks or a free rest or something like that. It can actually just stop his momentum and then, like, let's say he goes for Earth Power against Aggron, goes back out, has to go for Earth Power, and goes with Hydreigon. It puts him in a position where he has to protect, and that's kind of like iffy for me. And I'm picking PointBlanke also as a fire ass team. You can also see people are thinking about like Gorbis too. And you can see, like I said, Shell Smash plus Hydreigon could be a huge problem for him with the Dark Pulse being able to kill everything with combination of Earth Power and moves such as that.
The main thing is I don't really see any opportunity he'd really be able to set up because of how offensively Adam's team is. Also, I feel like Adam could easily set up on things such as Florges, Tangrowth, even Manaphy, to be honest, to an extent. Keyword to an extent, Manaphy. Also the fact that it's gonna be very hard for PointBlanke to really set up on Adam's team, even Hazards itself, because 1, he has decent hazard removal such as Excadrill and Delmise. 2, he also has a lot of offensive pressure that's really gonna be hard because if he takes a turn to set up, it's gonna really hurt whatever mon he's setting up with, I think that's the main reason I went with Adam this match.
I have faith in the Herdiers, dude. You gotta have faith, and I know. I see Victini can also do, and Sticky Webs up, it can do a shit ton. Like what's his V create switching?
His V create switching? Mega T-Tar.
Hit him with a brick, then so he has V cut, but then he's Manaphy, then he has Tangrowth, then he's Aggron. Dude, he's so much for Tyranitar. Then he's Gorbis,
then he's
Galvantula, and Florges. He has so much for Tyranitar that it would make. Yeah.
Aromatisse is also a decent one.
I think it's a body by
same as Rocky Helmet Necrozma.
That thing. Oh, okay. That thing. I
rest like that is why I'm picking at him.
Every mon that he can wall one of his mons, he has another mon for that. So it's gonna be pretty much if he can get that mon in on the right time, and if one of his walls for one of his main 3 threats dies, then it can pretty much easily be GG. Okay, next game, pick it. Go.
All right, next game we got Soto, coach of the Nevada Garchomps, versus Shori, coach of the Philadelphia Pidgeots. I'm gonna pick Soto purely because I feel like that Shori's just gonna forfeit after the last 2 weeks. I mean, really, after the last 2 weeks, I believe in Soto. No, I'm kidding. That's not why I picked him. I picked him just because of the fact that I don't really see too much in Shori's team that likes Bisharp. Like, I know that Magnezone can take on Bisharp, but if Bisharp can get to +2 though, it puts in a lot of work, especially because low kick's gonna do decent at +2 against Umbreon. It's not gonna be insane, 50%. And it does hardcore resist foul play. So, oh no, so now that's right. Steel doesn't resist in this gen, so Steel does resist foul play though, and it's not decent.
What are you playing, What are you playing, Gen 3? Are you?
Well, Dark type still resists, but
what?
Yeah, Dark resists Dark.
I know. I said, what are you playing, Gen 3? Are you when you said Steel's resist Dark?
Oh yeah, obviously, man. But no, in all seriousness though, I feel like that a lot of things on Soda's team can really wall out Shori's mons. What I do know right now is that Lele does do a phenomenal job against his team. I don't really see much that wants to handle Lele on the Garchomp's team. but I think
objection. Mimikyu could 100% switch in all the time. So.
That works once.
How do you know?
Disguise.
we can cheat the team, but then like it forces him out. He sets up SD. Yeah. And then what is he for Mimikyu?
I mean, like, really? he is decent for Mimikyu.
Say something.
Say something. Granbull.
Oh, that thing is anything but Granbull.
Anything but Granbull? Magnezone.
Okay, that thing gets hit him with that Shadow Force move, whatever, this fucking Z move, and that thing
bops. Well, yeah, that's why I picked Soda, though. I feel like that he definitely has Bisharp. Also, Mimikyu does do a lot. Mega Venusaur, once Lele's gone, does really good. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you seem to kind of know why you were picking it.
You also need to get Pinsir and Aerodactyl gone to also make Mega Venusaur work. So
well, to make Venusaur work, yeah. But I don't think the Venusaur's gonna have the greatest matchup, but it's definitely gonna be needed for this weekend.
I get, yeah. But he's got Quagsire. Nah, fuck that. Shut up, George. Next match.
All right, and final match for this week, we got Top, coach of the Rhode Island Rotoms, versus Shadowlink, coach of the Jersey Shellos. I picked Shadowlink as match. I feel like he proved himself so much last week. Also, I don't see much that really wants to take on Scarf Crook. Like, obviously, I know Scarf and Pharynx is coming. It's definitely coming as match.
We talked about this last week. That we talked about how like ground types destroy his team. And I told you this. I told you Zygarde 50 was a switching. I told you.
Yeah, and that definitely did end up working out for Top. But like, what on Top's team besides Gourgeist and Heliolisk really want to take on Top of Finny? Actually, Mega Beedrill. That's a lie. Never mind. Well, point is, Finny does do a lot this match. Also, Finny, Registeel together do phenomenal this match. Especially with Crook as offense, Jolteon for momentum. I think
what is this fucking stall team, dude? It seems like ugliest. I hate his team. It's so stall.
I feel like it's really polarizing. Like it's half stall, half really hardcore offense. Because like Jolteon, Crook, Salazzle, all really good at offense. Same as Tyrantrum. Mega Gallade. Didn't even get to Mega Gallade because I hate as a Mega. But
dude, Mega Gallade is dope as hell.
I have problems with Mega
I look at his team. I picked Shadow 2, more or less because of matchup. Top of Finny walls his whole team, but besides Mega Beedrill, which he's got things like Registeel, Tyrantrum, like defensive Tyrantrum can even come.
Well,
and like
Top of Finny does not wall Heliolisk or Gourgeist, but I get what you were saying.
Well, he's got, like I said before, he's got the two other mons I said. He's got Registeel, take on Heliolisk, and Tyrantrum take on the Heliolisk, and Gourgeist is just stupid.
Yeah. I was gonna say, also Salazzle pops that.
I hope he brings Mega Gallade. Maybe like a bulkier set to take on the Infernape. And also could take on take a hit from Beedrill and knock that thing out. Would also be cool. So yeah, I just think that the Shadows, he proved himself last week, so I'm putting my faith in him. I think he can definitely win this week.
No, I will give props. Top did really prove that he is actually a force to be reckoned with last week. Shout out to Figgy Zygarde. That was clutch. But yeah.
No, wait, and it was a phase. It was Figgy Berry.
Yeah, it's what I said. Figgy Berry.
You said phase.
No, I said Figgy Zygarde.
No.
Well, I meant Figgy Zygarde.
Okay, if you said Figgy Zygarde, say Figgy. Comment Gucci Banana in the comments below.
All right. Well, we're gonna get a lot of Gucci Bananas. But yeah, let's get into the locks for this week. This week, I think I locked Nova for this week. As I said in the beginning, he is by far the most solid choice I have this week. If Nova doesn't win this week, I'm going to shave my head bald. You'll see it as the thumbnail for next week.
What team is Nova?
The New York Ninjas.
Oh.
You know, the team that has like the Entei and the Magnezone that dig down Jazz.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, so who do you lock this week?
BandedCaterpie, because he's 2-0. And I like his matchup, and he has Rotor Heat, so exactly my point.
I mean, yeah, he's a safe lock, to be honest, and he's the only 2-0 team that's actually earned it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Okay.
Shots fired.
When Soto wins a match that isn't a forfeit, I'll give him some credit. But that is it though. That is it for this week of Pick'em Crew. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Check out young EzBake in the description below. So yeah, that is gonna be it though. Pick'em Crew. Peace.